Do you want to reduce your energy bills? Or maybe you want to use greener energy? Go solar and get a discount. Right now, Which members can get a 7.5% discount on solar panels and their installation if you use Heatable, a Which trusted trader approved service. You can also include a storage battery and EV charger, handy if you're looking at making the switch to an electric car. To make use of this exclusive offer, simply head to which.co.uk/solar-offer. That's which.co.uk/solar-offer before the 30th of September 2025. And if you're not already a Which member, you can grab a year's membership for 50% off the usual price. To do that, go to which.co.uk/podcast offer to get involved. Start your solar journey today. Go solar and get a discount with Which.
You don't need me to tell you that supermarket prices seem like they're always on the rise. But which food and drink prices are rising most sharply? Hello, it's James here at Which HQ with another episode of Which Shorts. This week, I found a piece that Ellie Simmons has written for the August issue of Which magazine all about supermarket prices. Here at Which, our groundbreaking supermarket inflation tracker keeps an eye on food and drink prices. It was the first publicly available tracker to focus solely on supermarket food and drink price inflation. We analyse tens of thousands of products, but which ones take the biscuit when it comes to price rises? Here's Ellie's piece, adapted for the podcast, this week read by Kat Chureda.
The cost of some groceries has more than doubled in a year, our supermarket price tracker reveals. The fastest rising prices in the 12 months to May are chocolate, up 17.5%, biscuits, up 10.1%, and butters and spreads, up 9.4%. On the flip side, the cost of fresh fruit and vegetables has gone up, but much more slowly, at just 2.9%. Sticking with sweet treats though, we can reveal that Sainsbury's 100-gram bar of no added sugar dark chocolate rose a whopping 115% from £1.25 to £2.68. At Tesco, a 5-pack of Galaxy chocolate sponge cake bars with cream centre went from £1.49 to £2.75. That's an 85% rise. Similarly, a 5-pack of Maltesers cake bars at Tesco rose by the same amount. Meanwhile, at Morrison's, a 100-gram bar of its Budget Savers milk chocolate rose by 71%, from 47p to 80p. A key theme which you might have spotted there is simple: chocolate, or more specifically, cocoa. There's been a significant increase in global prices after poor harvests because of weather conditions in West Africa. The good news is that, according to the World Bank, cocoa supplies are predicted to recover well this year, which should lead to less pressure on prices. That doesn't necessarily mean prices will fall, but they should stop to rise as steeply. Overall, food and drink prices rose by 5.2% in the year to May, more quickly than general inflation. Grocery inflation had been steadily falling until last August, but after the Chancellor's budget in October, supermarkets and the British Retail Consortium warns that higher living wages and national insurance contributions could lead to higher prices for shoppers. Other everyday items have gone up dramatically year on year too. Take Lidl's litre bottle of Vermondo unsweetened soya drink, for example. It jumped 68% from 51p to 85p, while a pack of 2 Turf and Clover 300-gram ultimate beef burgers rose from £3.10 to £5 at Ocado. That's a 61% increase. And a 750ml Naked Blue Machine Super Smoothie at Morrison's went up from £2.61 to £3.91, a rise of 50%. That being said, the increases are still a far cry from March 2023, when grocery inflation hit 17.2% during the cost of living crisis. So, why are food prices rising? Well, it can be for a variety of reasons. Prices for feed, fertiliser and fuel, which are all needed to produce food and drink, rose dramatically due to the war in Ukraine. This was coupled with the knock-on effects of disruption during the pandemic, as well as spiralling energy and labour costs. Poor harvests in Europe and, as we've already mentioned, in North and West Africa may also have had an effect. We're doing our bit though. We don't just track the prices, we also tell you which supermarkets are the cheapest overall every month. And every year, we survey people like you to find out which ones are the best and the worst.
Thanks for listening to this podcast from Which, the UK's consumer champion. You can find plenty more advice about what we discussed today in the show notes. There you'll also find a link to become a Which member for 50% off the usual price, an offer exclusively available to you, our podcast listeners. Joining Which will not only give you access to all of our product reviews, our app, one-to-one personalised buying advice and every issue of Which magazine across the air, but you'll also be helping us to make life simpler, fairer and safer for everyone. Don't forget to hit subscribe wherever you're listening, that way you'll be notified whenever we release a new episode of Which Money, Which Shorts or another podcast that we make for you. And if you want to get in touch with us, then follow us on social media, we're at WhitchUK, or you can drop us an email to podcasts@which.co.uk. See you next time.
If you're enjoying this podcast from us here at Which, then why not become a Which member? Right now, we've got a special offer, especially for podcast listeners, meaning you can choose any of our 3 membership tiers for 50% off the usual price. Starting at just £39.50 for a full year, you can get Which magazine delivered direct to your door. For the same price, you could also choose a digital Which subscription, giving you access to all of our product reviews, the Which app, and the digital edition of Which magazine. What's more, you'll also be able to use the Ask Which service for personalised one-to-one buying advice. Or why not get a full access Which subscription for just £49.50 for a full year? Don't forget, that's 50% off the usual price. To join Which or to find out more, just head to which.co.uk/podcast offer. That's which.co.uk/podcast offer. Or click the link in the description for today's podcast for 50% off a Which annual subscription.